Every generation thinks that they are living in the modern age, but the truth is that this is the most technological advanced era humanity has ever experienced. No generation before us has had this excess of kind of a technology we have today, and it's only accelerating. At the same time, it feels like we are witnessing the biggest downfall in terms of quality of life in the modern history, and especially after the pandemic, inflation just exploded from all around the world. And obviously, because of these endless wars, everything became so expensive, and for the ordinary people, life has become significantly harder. I always believed that human beings have always been cruel throughout the history. Oppressive people have always existed, and they were the one who ruled this society. There is nothing new about it. And because of our technology, what I have noticed is that it has become much more easier to spread hatred. Anywhere, anyone can sit behind a screen from anywhere in the world and insult, harass, or dehumanize someone with almost no consequences. There has never been a shortage of terrible people, but now they've got a microphone. Wars, racism, discrimination, poverty, it's all still here. As I've gotten older, I have honestly started losing more and more faith in the humanity. I watch people knowingly hurt others, exploit them, and basically ruining someone else's lives. And yes, there are good people who are trying to make this world better, but there are just as many, if not more, people who are intentionally making it worse. And don't even get me started on how humans treat the animals. Then there is the way we are expected to live. If you are born underprivileged, you are told to study non-stop just to compete for a job that you will probably don't like. Then you are expected to work for next 40 or 50 just to pay rent and pay your bills and just survive. Sometimes I really wonder that is this all life is supposed to be? Look at someone like Elon Musk. Imagine becoming a trillionaire. That's an almost unimaginable amount of wealth, more money than anyone could ever spend realistically in their lifetime. To put it into perspective, even if someone spends one $1 million every day, it will take around 3,000 years for him to run out of money, right? Now compare that to the reality faced by millions of people around the world. Countless children still go to bed hungry at night, and so many people don't even have a safe roof over their head. The contrast is so staggering. On one side, there is wealth so vast that it couldn't be spent over thousands of years, and on the other side, there are families who are just trying to survive one single day. It makes you wonder how many lives would be transformed if even a tiny fraction of wealth used to fight poverty, hunger, and homelessness. The moment someone questions this system, they are labeled as mentally ill and ungrateful, and that's insane. Like, who actually dreams to spend their entire life just to survive? And we have been convinced that this is what life is supposed to be. This is normal. I'm honestly tired of pretending like I am the weird one for questioning this. A lot of people who genuinely like this system were simply born lucky or privileged. Maybe they were born into wealth, maybe they were attractive, maybe they were born into a great country with a great family. Obviously, if your life is going well, it's easy to assume that the world is fair. But if you have lived through struggle and constant uncertainty, reality may be different for you. And if you are living in India today, Almost 20% of the population of entire world is living in India. The job market here is cooked. I don't care what the official data says, but if you ask to ordinary people, millions of people are actually competing for a tiny number of available opportunities. Like everything is majorly competitive, to be honest, and average people don't even stand a chance. And if we talk about the politics, I know it's a controversial. Politicians are just bunch of people who are just interested in power, control, and protecting their own interests than actually improving the people's lives. They are just there to make the false promises. But ordinary people keeps struggling and rich continue getting richer. I apologize if I hurt anyone's sentiment, but if I am allowed to have my perspective, it is what it is. I don't know, it's getting harder to see that there is so much unnecessary suffering exists today, and it's unfortunate that people have simply learned to accept this as a normal.